Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his
monthly bill?
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right!
Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with, well, DSP's very lengthy rant about KeemStar. This is from Azermain, link down below, and I added a couple extra pictures because do we really need to be staring at just DSP for the next half hour plus? Probably not. Well, here we go. And yes, the rant is 36 minutes and 5 seconds long. I got it at 1.25 speed, so hopefully it won't take that long. KeemStar has DSP tilted.
Okay. Okay. So, that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to talk about a certain subject matter and clear it up for full transparency purposes so that we can move on from it. I'm turning pink again. Oh, this fucking camera. Let me fix that, and then we'll get into this next topic, okay?
It doesn't matter if you look pink.
There we go. I don't want to turn pink here on the pre-stream. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been an ongoing...
Yeah, because that looks so much better.
...this year. I don't know why. I really can't explain it because I'm not the person who's causing the drama. You guys know me. I stay...
You're nothing but drama. Shut the fuck up.
...in my lane, right? I chill. I do my thing on my own stream. I don't go outside of my stream to cause any problems with anyone. I'm just right here chilling with you guys every day. That's all I care about, right? Every once in a while, someone will ask me my opinion on another content creator or something. I'll give my honest opinion, and then we roll on.
No, you'll insult everyone and then roll on.
And that's how it is, okay? For some reason, this year, a certain content creator by the name of KeemStar has tried to pull me into his fucking vortex of drama a couple of times now. And I don't understand why, all right? I don't really care, all right? You guys know me, again. I'm not into this shit, all right? I'm the last person to try to...
You're doing a 36-minute rant about this. You are very much in this.
...get wrapped up in any kind of drama on purpose. I just try to do my own thing. My ideal scenario would be to be able to do fun streams with you guys every day, have no drama involved, make a living doing it, and we all have a good time.
Make a living, i.e. $150 in tips, plus new memberships, plus super chats, and stickers, and click on the ads.
Time together. That's all I ever care about. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to blow up in notoriety. I don't want to be involved in drama and go viral. I don't care about any of that shit.
Because if you actually went viral and people outside of the DSP verse found out about you, you'd get canceled real quick.
At all. Okay? So I don't know why this guy KeemStar keeps pulling me into his shit. Alright? Now, allow me to explain a little bit. KeemStar is a content creator who we actually have some history with here, because when we were watching the Down the Rabbit Hole video about Wings of Redemption, we found out that this guy has been embroiled in the life of Wings of Redemption multiple times in his history. At one point, being some kind of a weirdo prank content creator who was playing Halo and saying disgusting things to girls over the mic, like really nasty, immature, disgusting shit. You know, acting like a fucking asshole.
You? Why are you talking about you? I thought it was supposed to be about KeemStar.
And then apparently later on he started covering drama for the internet, and so every time Wings got caught up into drama, he got pulled onto his show or whatever. And, you know, if you want my full opinion.
You covered Down the Rabbit Hole with Wings. Again, stop describing yourself.
Of that stuff, alright? You go check out my Down the Rabbit
Stop
Hole
touching your face.
commentary. You know, I reacted to the Down the Rabbit Hole on Wings of Redemption, and I'll give you my opinion on all of that. Okay, we're not going to go into that today. But outside of that, I have zero interactions with this guy. Okay, many years ago, excuse me, in 2016, when I had my infamous incident.
Anyways.
He did a news story on me and the incident. It lasted all 5 seconds, all right? And then actually behind the scenes, one of his people, which I don't even understand because I don't think it was an employee. I guess he has people who just do shit for him for free. Figure that one out.
Your mods! Every single one of your mods does this for free! Again, stop talking about yourself.
Reached out to me behind the scenes and said, you want to be on Drama Alert? And I was like, for what? And they were like, well, you were a topic yesterday. You know, you want to be on there to react to the story of what's going on with you. And I was like,
stop touching your face.
I don't think there's a story here. Like, it was something stupid that happened. I'm laughing at it and rolling with it. There's no drama here. I'm just like, I'm going to
You got people banned for posting the video of it.
Why would we, you know, what are you talking about? And the guy goes, oh, okay. And then I literally just never heard back from him ever again. Okay? And that was it. For years and years, I had zero interaction with KeemStar. Zero. I don't care about this guy. And it's the shit he does. Now, you guys know, it's not just KeemStar in general. I don't like people who make his style of content, all right? Someone who...
He says as he makes that style of content now.
Who just sits there and looks up dramatic stories gossip, tries to basically cause problems or profits off of the misery of others.
Mr. Right, guys, here's a news section. Here's all the stuff right off Twitter. Oh, look, this guy did this. Oh, this company did that. Again, you're describing yourself.
All right? You can look at me and my history on YouTube. 14 years. It's all there. It's public. My ups and downs, my highs and lows. We've gone over a lot of that history recently in videos such as me reacting to my own Down the Rabbit Hole video and also me reacting to the video from John and Howard from 2015 where they basically did a giant hit piece on me. Okay?
Womp womp. All true.
So I've tried over the years to not only fess up to the mistakes that I've made in the past, all right, but also to improve upon them. And I feel that today as a content creator, you know, the kind of person that I am, is a lot different than the person from back then that people had a lot of issue with, right? I'm not doing those very messed up things, saying the stupid things that I used to say and do. I'm not doing shock value content anymore. I don't do shock content anymore. I got rid of that. It's out of my repertoire. But the content style I do is very different.
Wasn't it just last year it's a black woman, she's gonna steal your bag?
And I feel it's meaningful to a lot of people. I mean, I get told every day that what I do is meaningful. Please keep it up. And, you know, they appreciate that I've been doing this for 14 years and I just keep going despite all the hardships that I've faced. And I really appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that people somehow find positivity and inspiration in the fact that I keep going. Okay? So that, all that being said, you can look at all the shit that I've done over the years, all the toxic, negative shit that I've done in the past and I fessed up to, and you could look at it at face value. All right? But I don't think that anyone would ever argue and say, the stuff that Phil has done has ruined someone's life. Or Phil has really benefited off of the misery of other people. Right? Like,
except you have. You've straight up exploited people in your FGC days dying to make a buck.
When you look at the body of work that I've done, yeah, I've said and done some really stupid things. But I don't think anyone could actually say Phil had a concerted effort to either hurt others and profit off of it, or to partake in drama, gossip, and things that could cause misery for others to
taking down, this is how you don't play videos,
make profit, right? The stuff that I do is very much in my own lane. I'm making content here on my own channel. I stay to myself. I don't fuck around with other people, right? And I'm happy to be able to make a living doing this the way that I love to do it and the way that you guys like as well, right? It's certainly never going to explode. It's never going to become super popular again. It's not going to go viral again. It is what it is.
You hope.
It is, right? And I'm happy with that as long as I can.
Because if it does, more people will see you,
right?
And you get kicked in the ass.
But I don't want to hurt other people to get ahead. I don't want to make content that's really nasty and negative. And you know, when I did the React video to Wings of Redemption's Down the Rabbit Hole, I wanted to make sure it was okay with him. And he said it was okay. That's why I did it. I'm not going to go out of my way to make content that's going to hurt others. That's the last thing I would ever want to do. If I'm going to leave...
Stop touching your face.
On this planet, I would hope that it's going to be a positive one in the long term. And people will look at a big picture and say, oh, what Darkside Phil has left on Earth is something positive that we can laugh and smile at and have a good time with. Now, oh my God, this guy literally...
You've left nothing positive.
Drama, pain, nastiness. Oh, but he's rich, right? I hate to say it. That's KeemStar in a nutshell. Take a look at any of the shit he fucking does, right? And tell me that it has any kind of intrinsic good moral value. And not just him, but anyone who does that kind of content, that drama, react style content, that fucking news that's not really news, it's actually gossip, and it could actually ruin people's lives and reputations. You tell
like
me
yours.
Where the value is in that and how that's benefited anyone, right? That's my opinion. And by the way, you can disagree with my opinion. That's okay. It's okay for people to have differences of opinion.
He'll just ban you in his chat if you disagree with him.
Tech USA or other people who make that style of content. You have the right to do that, and far be it from me to tell you you're not welcome to like what you like. Okay? Personally, I don't like reality TV, like the old shit that used to do, like Jackass, and then the fucking shit that's happened over the years with things like...
Oh, shit, you love it.
That's like the lowest bar of content for me. It's garbage, but people love it. It's super popular. Those people are filthy rich, right? So, far be it from me to act like a know-it-all. Like what you like, okay?
And I'll just ban you if it's something that I don't like.
Fair enough. But at the same time, don't pull me into your drama vortex for trying to get some kind of personal benefit out of it, all right? So why am I bringing all this up? Because this year, KeemStar's tried to pull me into his vortex of shit many times. First of all, much earlier this year, okay, out of nowhere, out of the blue, KeemStar tweets about me, saying that there's a show coming up that involves me, Wings of Redemption, and Boogie, 3 content creators on the internet. And he says, oh, it's going to be a show with all 3 of them. It's going to be a podcast, and I'm producing it. He just says this publicly, okay? This guy literally...
Oh, trying to get you to do it.
Never spoke to me. He just tweeted this. Then he starts tweeting, oh, Darkside Phil has me blocked on Twitter, so I can't talk to him about it. Someone had to get him to unblock me on Twitter. So now people...
So you had to unblock him because you had him blocked.
Like, Phil, are you doing the show with KeemStar? Why is he talking about you? What is it? I'm like, I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'm literally not involved in this process. I have no clue what this fucking guy is talking about. And I said as much months ago here on my streams. I said, I don't know why he's bringing me up, okay? Now, allow me to give you a follow-up on the story. After that went down, Boogie reached out to me and actually personally contacted me and said that he would be interested in doing a podcast.
So you had KeemStar blocked, but you didn't have Boogie blocked.
The catch is, KeemStar wants to be involved and wants to produce it. That KeemStar would pay for everything, whether it would be a production budget, maybe even a studio, who knows, I don't know, equipment. But basically, he wants to produce and promote the show, but the show would be ours, okay? And I was very honest with Boogie and transparent. I said, listen, I have nothing against you. I have nothing against Wings. If you guys ever wanted to just sit down and shoot the shit and have a conversation or do a podcast or whatever, I'm sure we could talk about it and we figure it out, all right? But I'll be honest with you, I want nothing to do with KeemStar.
I can ban anyone I don't like.
Involved in this equation. What the fuck does he have to do with anything? Right? Like, why does he have to be involved in it at all? Why does he have to have any personal benefit? It's a podcast.
Because he has a bigger audience than you.
You simply set it up and we can make a call online and have a call where the three of us are just talking. Why the fuck does he have to be involved? I mean, anything he gets involved with is going to be over the top, dramatic, toxic, negative shit. I don't want to deal with that. And that's pretty much where we left it.
Because his audience is bigger than yours.
Had any other follow-up on that topic or anything like that. It just was left there, okay? So obviously the idea is dead. It's not happening, right? I refuse to do it. Now, that was many, many, many months ago, all right? So I would say probably about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. I don't even remember exactly when. Oh, by the way, I should say this. At one point, I did unblock KeemStar on Twitter. Here's why. I'm thinking, if this guy actually wants to reach out to me and talk to me about anything, he would, like, DM me on Twitter about it. Because I think that's what he was complaining about, was because I had him blocked on Twitter. He had no way to DM me about or not issues, but anything. So, all right, fair enough. You know, this guy it's not like he tweets about me all the time or whatever, so I don't care. I'll unblock him. It's not going to be a big deal. So I unblocked him on Twitter at one point. Okay? So,
that Rocky's almost off the goddamn chair.
And
it's going to be hilarious one day he does rock off the chair.
I don't hear, nothing happens. We're done. The drama's over. Okay, the drama's all done with. Okay, good.
Got to think about your lives there, huh?
Podcast idea was it's gone, it's shot. Who gives a shit, right? All of a sudden, I want to say it was about a month ago. I'm not exactly sure when. I'm sure people could look it up because it was him doing this on Twitter again. He tweets out and he says, "Oh, I've noticed that Darkside Phil unblocked me on Twitter." He's saying this on Twitter. I've noticed that Darkside Phil has unblocked me on Twitter. Well, I have a business proposition for him. Someone get him to DM me on Twitter.
Your DMs probably aren't open. That's why you have to DM him first, because your DMs aren't open, jackass. I've tried to DM before. I followed him on separate accounts. He's not following me. I can't DM him. He's probably not following KeemStar, so guess what? KeemStar can't DM him either. Jackass. Got what a punchable face.
Huh? Let's repeat that again for emphasis. I have a business opportunity I want to offer Darkside Phil. Have him DM me on Twitter. In business, if you have something you want to talk to someone about, don't you contact that person? This would be like, I'm a talent, right? In this case, I'm considered a talent, right? I'm a content creator, I'm a talent on the internet. You want to have a talent involved in a project that you want to do. You reach out to the talent, not the talent.
But they probably couldn't because your shit was blocking him.
Why you want to contact me? I don't know.
Or you're not following him, so he can't DM you.
Because
that's how your settings are set up.
As a person or a content creator, why do I have to contact this guy? I don't understand. So I ignore it. This guy starts harassing me on Twitter. He's sending more.
Again, unless he's changed his settings since then, I've tried to DM him under different names, and I can't get through because he's not following me. So if he's not following KeemStar, KeemStar can't get through to him.
Multiple tweets out. Darkside Phil needs to contact me. If I have a $50,000 signing bonus, and he'd be an idiot if he doesn't contact me. He keeps tweeting about it like 2-3 times. I guess he tweeted about it. And so finally, people are contacting me on my stream that day. Are you aware that Keem wants to talk to you? Why don't you talk to Keem? All right, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea. So finally, during that day, at some point, I think I was on a break of my stream, and I just happened to open Twitter. And I see this guy has tweeted about me a couple times. All right, I just want him to shut up. So I do DM him, and I say, what is this? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about me? Okay? I'm going to paraphrase because apparently people are under the impression that if you read a private message word for word, it's very rude and you shouldn't do that. I mean, I learned my lesson from the John Rambo and Howard situation. If you didn't see me react to their video recently, they called me out for me reading text messages live on a stream and revealing private information. I'm not going to do that. I learned from my mistakes. What I will do is I will paraphrase, okay? Paraphrase what the situation was. So, in a nutshell, KeemStar says to me that he has an idea for a show, all right? This is not what a lot of people thought it was. A lot of people thought that he wanted me involved in some kind of weird content creator celebrity boxing event. That's not what it was. I guess that's something else he is doing or was doing and it failed or something. I don't know. I don't follow
it. It didn't fail. It's going on.
But it wasn't that at all, okay? It was something different, okay? And it had something to do with a show he wants me to either host or be heavily involved with. It wasn't clear, okay? He's saying that he wants to pay me $50,000 as a sign-on bonus for this show. Okay.
He's going to make you an employee.
That's all I know. That's literally all he said. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I want to be involved. Can you give me details? Let's talk. No. I want to have a phone call with you to talk about it. Now, immediately that hits a red flag for me. What?
Because you've been known in the past to read DMs. You can't read a phone call.
Why? Because this guy wants to do a phone call for a good reason. Because he doesn't want to have anything in writing, right? If someone wants to have a business
Anything in writing that you can read off to your audience.
dealing with you, they're going to do it in writing so that there's evidence of what they said and it can be referenced later. He wants to have a phone call with me so that we can talk and he can say shit that later on he can claim he never said. I'm not stupid, okay? I mean, really, honestly, I'm not born yesterday.
Yes, you
I know
are.
how
You're
people
very
are. I know that's
stupid.
why he wants a phone call. This has happened to me in the past when I used to talk to contacts at Machinima, contacts at Curse. They would literally say, oh, let's not talk here. Let's have a phone call so that later on they could claim that the phone call didn't happen or didn't happen that way. Now, Swaggin says phone calls can be recorded. You're right, except that's wiretapping. And unless you talk on both ends and agree to people recording it, it's actually completely illegal.
Depends on the state. Some states, only one person needs to know that the call is being recorded. Other states, yes, both parties involved need to know that it's being recorded.
In the United States to record a phone call and then use it as evidence of anything. It's not submissible in court, and it's actually a crime depending on what state you live in. Okay? So,
it is perfectly legal depending on the
state. I'm not
state.
stupid. All right? So I say to him, listen, why can't we just talk about it here? We're already talking. In this DM on Twitter, we're talking. Why can't you just give me the data now? Tell me what the show is. Tell me the criteria. Tell me how you want me involved. Tell me the pay. Tell me all of it right now. So
The pay is the only thing he cared about, of course.
No, I want to have a phone call. Why are you dicking me around like this? Let's just have a fucking phone call. And he's talking to me like this too, like he's swearing, and he's being completely unprofessional.
This grown-ass man was swearing at me, guys.
He wants to enter into a business arrangement with me, but he wants me to reach out to him in order to even talk about it. Then he doesn't want to put any of it in writing.
DSP crying that KeemStar was cursing.
Already there's
Is
several red
hilarious.
flags that are coming up in this process that are saying you'd be fucking stupid as shit and crazy as fuck and desperate as hell to get into any kind of a business arrangement with this gentleman. Okay? So, even then, just for the fact that
Man who cries he can't afford food on his day off, you'd have to be desperate to accept this. You literally cry, guys, if you don't tip me $200, I'm not going to have enough money to buy food on my day off, guys. I'll starve.
Said, let's at least give the guy a chance, because I've never had any personal relationship with this guy before. Let's have the phone call, all right? So, I basically talked to him, and I said, all right, here's the deal. I'm a busy streamer. I have double streams every day.
Someone.
On my day off, I'm not available because I spend it with my wife. So, here's when I'm available. I'm available at this time and this time, this time and this. I gave him slots of time that he could call me to have this conversation. In fact, that first day, I sat around during my break ready to answer the phone if he called me, because I was under the impression he wanted to talk right away and was going to call me. He did not call me. Again and again and again at the times that I was available, he didn't call me.
Maybe he was busy with his
All of a sudden,
job.
he starts calling me randomly at times that I'd never told him I was available, like during my streams. One day I'm sitting here and I look, missed call, it's him. He's calling me in the middle of my fucking stream. I told
One thing I think could have happened is, all right, you can call me at 3 p.m. So he calls him 3 p.m. But he's calling me at 3 p.m. Eastern. Like, wait a minute, no, I'm in the middle of my podcast then. You can't call me then. Just as an example of what could have happened.
told him I wasn't available and I was available at certain times. Why are you not calling me when I told you I'm available? All right. Then all of a sudden, I don't hear from him again. I'm like, all right, maybe it's over with. Then he comes into my stream about 2 weeks ago, and he's like, Phil, when are we going to talk about business? Phil, why are you like ghosting me about business? I was like, Keem, I don't know what you're talking about. I really have no idea what you're talking about. It's not what happened. You said you wanted to. You refused to talk in a DM. you wanted a phone call. I told you when I'm available for phone calls. You still haven't called me during those times. Instead, you insist on calling me when I'm always busy working.
Wait a minute. If KeemStar's called you, you can be like, all right, I'm on break now. I can call him. Why don't you try calling him? I don't know about you, but if someone offered me $50,000 fucking dollars, I'd make some effort to get paid. Especially if I'm literally on stream every day. Guys, I won't be able to buy food. How am I supposed to feed Jasper if you guys don't tip me $150 right now? Every single fucking day.
So, that was it. And then I didn't hear from the guy again for several, weeks. All of a sudden last night, out of the blue, KeemStar comes on my Skyrim stream. Of all streams, right? The stream that has like the least attendance or whatever. He comes on my stream and he starts insulting me. Oh, so you will beg your viewers for income, but you won't take $50,000 for me to be on my show. What's your problem, Phil? Why won't you take my call? I'm like,
ooh, the truth hurts,
so
don't it?
Said on my stream, so should I ban you now or later? Because nothing's going to come of this good. You're on my stream derailing it and talking shit. How should you think I'm going to handle this? Do you think this is going to be a positive outcome for you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But KeemStar was 100% correct. You spent all this time begging your viewers for money when I would have given you $50K with a great business opportunity. That's literally the message. And DSP refused to accept the $50,000.
Like, you have to use your brain. Now, I just want you to think about every interaction I've now had with this guy, okay? Years ago, he makes fun of me on his drama alert, okay? Then I don't hear from him for like 5 years, 6 years. No contact at all. He makes a public posts about me saying I'm going to be on a podcast he's never spoken with me about ever, okay? He complains that he's blocked on my Twitter. I unblock him on my Twitter after he demands that I do so, and then he demands that I DM him, even though he's the one who wants to reach out to me for a business opportunity. He demands I DM him. It's like some weird power thing for him. You come to me,
Mr. Apology Fetish crying about
I know I don't
someone wanting a power thing over someone else. I wonder.
His head. Figure that one out. Get a psychiatrist involved in that one. I'm sure they'll definitely tell you about the complex this guy probably fucking has in his head. Okay, and then when we finally talk, he refuses to tell me what he's talking about. He wants to have a phone call. So I tell him when he can call me, and he won't call me at those times. It's like, if ever you could get red flags involved in a situation, I think I had about 14 of them at this point, right? So I want absolutely nothing to do with this guy. Like, seriously, nothing. If I never heard about KeemStar ever again in my life, I would still have heard about him too much. I don't care about this man. I don't care about the kind of content he makes.
You say during a 36-minute rant.
He causes others to make a buck. All right? He insulted me multiple times on the internet. In fact, months ago, someone had asked me about him on the internet, and I made a comment saying I don't like him and the kind of content he makes. And he made a comment on his Twitter.
Level 1.
Saying that I'm at level 1.
Because you are.
And I'm at level 1 as a content creator. I never got past level 1. I never beat the first stage. While he's up there rich, living in mansions, driving his fucking Ferrari and shit, right?
Because he is.
This is the shit that he says about me publicly. Yet then he wants to have a business arrangement with me.
Because you're a bitch.
What? Right? So here's what I have to say. And this is how I'm going to end it. I promise you this, everyone. I will promise you this. I will have no further involvement with this man. As of right now, this is a statement I'm going to make. All right?
Next time he begs for money, guys, remember, he turned down $50,000.
Drama he tries to bring up as a result of me saying it. I don't care if he talks about me on Twitter and he makes his little fucking video shits to himself.
Twitter. It's Twitter, not Twitter. God, it's so fucking annoying how he pronounces that. Right up there with Sasquatch. It's Sasquatch.
I don't care what he does. The guy, go on, have your life. Leave me the fuck alone. All right? However, here's what I will say. It doesn't matter in life. All right?
Uh-oh.
Money you have,
life lessons from a guy who has no life.
Whatever you have. All that shit is superficial. Right? It's all superficial. What matters in life is that you, through your actions and through the legacy you leave behind.
Your legacy is jerking over in front of children.
Something positive. At least for me, in my life, that's my goal. When I die, I want to be able to say, I did something good on this planet. All right? I left something behind
you haven't.
that helped people.
Although I guess dying would be something positive.
Something nice, right? That maybe people, even though there's people out there who absolutely hate me, hopefully there's enough people who I've helped somehow with the legacy that I've left behind that it improved someone's life situation in some possible way. Certainly there's things that I've done over the years that have not done that, but I like to think that overall in the 14 years that I've made content, all right, that at the very least, there's people out there who feel like what I've done has meaning for them. Positive meaning, not negative meaning that I've derided people and made fun of people and it hurt others, but that what I've done is basically something that, you know what I mean, that helped out overall in the grand scheme of things. Okay?
Well, plenty of people realize, hey, I don't want to be like that. Or others go, I can do better than that, and then they do better.
I don't care about the glory. I don't care about the popularity, the celebrity, the money. How many times over the years have I told you guys, I had all these opportunities to sell out, especially when I was a big YouTuber back in the day, and I had way more popularity than I do now. I had all these opportunities to completely sell out like lots of other content creators have. How many content creators you constantly see them playing games early, getting the early access, plugging the shit out of a game, having to
You got Fallout 4 early, for free, jackass.
put hashtag ad in all their content. I was in that group that I could have done that. I refused. I said I want to make
Because you'd rather
content
beg
for my audience.
children
Guess
for
what?
their allowance.
Direct result of those choices have put me where I am today. Every week I tell you guys how money's tight, right? And I'm honest with you guys. It is. Every week my money is tight here. Currently right now, the reason that I'm still financially in a hole is because I owe tons of back taxes to the federal government that I'm trying to slowly pay off, but it's going to take me a long time to get to a point where I'm not like that anymore. It sucks. And that's because of the choices I made. Now,
And $50,000 could help you with that, jackass.
I could have made a lot of sellout choices over the years that would have put me in much better financial position.
Like $50,000 from KeemStar.
Okay? $50,000 is a lot of money. Right now, if I got $50,000 for something, it could be life-changing. I'm not exaggerating to tell you if I
It would be life-changing for millions of people. Billions of people.
made $50,000 right now, I could immediately get rid of that financial burden that's on my back. The back taxes and all of that. It would put me in a much better financial position.
You could pay off your car, save yourself $378 a month, then put the rest towards your back taxes, which might actually be enough left over to pay those off completely. Instead, guys, I haven't hit the tips goal yet. Don't you guys want me to wear the hat?
Moving forward, I'd have a safer future and more secure future for my family. Okay? I'm just being honest and transparent with you guys.
Did you tell Kat that you turned down $50,000 because you're too much of a bitch? Please, I want to be the fly on the wall of that conversation. Honey, I know you want to go on a honeymoon and stuff, and KeemStar just offered me $50,000 to go on a podcast, but I turned him down. If that conversation ever happens, we're never going to see DSP again, because she's going to fucking murder him.
It would help me out tremendously to take a payday like that. All right? But when I sat down,
But
I
you
thought
won't take
about
it.
And by the way, it's not just me making these decisions. It's always a family effort between myself and my wife. I want to make that very clear. I'm not someone who feels like I'm the guy in charge and I'm the big shot and I need to make all the decisions around here. Every choice is between the two of us because that's what happens when you're married.
Not a chance in hell
share
you
your
told
life,
Kat
share your
about
responsibility.
this.
So when this was going down, I told Kat about it the entire time. We had these conversations. And we came to the conclusion together that despite the fact that $50,000...
There is not a chance in hell you told your wife, honey, you know how I'm always crying that we're broke and we can't go out to eat unless I make all this money off my pay pigs? Well, this guy offered me $50,000 and I told him no because I'm a bitch. If you told your wife that, she would have gotten the biggest, sharpest knife out of the drawer, then you would have ran into it. You would have ran into it 9 times. Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lip shits. Wait, wrong movie.
could help us dramatically. It would put us from the, what do they say, from the red to the black. It would get me out of this back debt that I can't catch up on and pay, and it would put me back in a place where now we could look positively to the future. Fuck, $50,000, we could probably go on a honeymoon, which we didn't get when we got married 3 years ago. We could probably improve everything of this business. I could immediately buy a new PC, upgrade my setup and all that, right? That's a lot of fucking money. So it's a serious
and you
thing to
turned
consider.
it down.
The fucking guy who's involved in it, who's claiming he's going to give it to you, all right? But I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I have to think that
Look at the camera.
there has to be something.
Look at the camera.
Standing by your guns, sticking to your guns, and sticking by your morals. All right.
Wow, you actually did, and then you looked away
Yeah.
immediately.
If I did business with KeemStar, I'd feel dirty, man. I would feel like I would feel like.
But you'd
I
have
could blood
$50,000 to
like,
take a
this
shower
guy's
with.
money is made on the misery of others. Literally, the content he puts out is harmful. Every piece of content that's drama, that's
Right, it's
hearsay,
so
that's
harmful,
rumor,
guys.
slander, defamation, Multiple people over the years have come out and said the things he have done have concretely hurt people. He doesn't take mental illness seriously. He said things and got stories wrong that hurt people's reputations. So why the fuck would I want to be involved with this guy, right? Even if it's life-changing in a positive way for me and my family, why would I ever want to get wrapped up? And by the way, it really is a rabbit hole that once you fall down it, you probably can never get back out of. Because if I got involved with this guy in any kind of a capacity, it could negatively affect me and what I do here on a daily basis, right? It could. It could be that we can't.
Because it would be impossible for you to cry and beg for money after getting paid $50,000. You guys don't understand that $50,000 went to bills. So I still need you guys to tip me. Don't you want to see the hat?
Have our fun personal streams anymore. That this all gets lost because now there's so much drama on the internet around me and the stuff that I do with KeemStar. That's all anyone cares about or talks about. And I don't want that. I love what I do for a living. I love you guys that come to my stream every day. We chill and we have these fun personal conversations.
Love it,
and I know you guys love me and what I do because you wouldn't support it if you didn't. For 14 years, I've done this.
But they're not supporting it. That's why you got to cry and beg.
Tell me another person who does things the way that I do it, right? No ads, no shilling, no sellout shit. And it's hilarious that people constantly compare me to people that do that shit when I don't. I literally am the one person who's not doing any of that shit, right? Yet somehow I still get held in comparison. It blows me away. Why, Phil, why is it that you have to ask your viewers for support and help and you know, beg? Why do you beg?
Because you turned down $50,000 from KeemStar
on your streams, all right? Because I've purposely made choices so that I can not only be true to myself and my own moral code, but that when you tune into any piece of content that I make, you know that this is Phil talking to you in an honest manner, being transparent about a thought about a game or a thought about anything else that I talk about. I've actively tried to keep myself away from anything that would make me commercial, that would make me a shill, that would make me a sellout, or that would make me all about content at the expense of others. And I think that's really how I could really summarize this. Content at the expense of others. If you're someone who's a constant advertisement, you're using other people's time. At the expense of others, you're making a living. If you're someone who just makes drama content, you're making a living on the expense of others. I don't want to do that. I want to make my own content, okay, and feel good about it. And that's why I don't want to ever involve myself in this shit. But please understand, that's why I get myself in these situations. Right now, all right, yesterday was a really slow day for me.
I just Googled it. $50,000 minus taxes, federal, state, Social Security, Medicare. Although he wouldn't have a state income tax, but I do. But so this is going to be based off of me, where I live. If I got $50,000 from KeemStar, I would have $40,683 left after taxes. I could pay off my car and have $10,000 plus left over. I could pay off my car and have $10,000 left over. DSP, you don't have a state income tax, so you'd make an extra $1,250. So you'd have over $41,000 after taxes. And yet, you turned it down because you're a bitch.
For me on stream, I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. To being honest, I didn't. Okay, it was a very slow day. All right, today I would like to make up for that. Will I? I don't know. I don't control it. It's you guys, and you know how much you're liking the content I'm doing in a given day, how much you can afford to support that content. That's the model that I operate on. Can you argue it's a begging model? I mean, I guess.
Yes.
Who's crowdfunded on the internet like I am, I guess it adheres to that model. And I'm in a situation where I don't have sponsors, I don't have things to advertise, I don't do that purposefully, so that my content is different. Okay. That's why. And you can yell at me and scream at me and criticize me and tear me down and say that I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1. You can say whatever you want, man. Go ahead. Make me feel like shit. Like I don't already on a daily basis, right? Like I can't. The fact that I can't go on a honeymoon with my wife.
Is that why you drink all the time?
The fact that I'm you know, every week, basically I'm paycheck to paycheck. Like I don't already feel like shit behind the scenes. You know, go ahead and try to bring me down. You're such a big man for saying those nasty things about me on Twitter, right? You're such a KeemStar. You're just such a great, really powerful dude. Really, like you're so cool that you can just stomp on people under you and use them for your own personal gain. It's just a really awesome thing in life to do that, right? I can tell you, there's 0 people who I've ever done that with. 0. Okay? Even when I was at the height of my YouTube popularity. I'm not going to do that, all right? So maybe you're better than me. Maybe you're richer than me. Maybe you're, who knows, right? I don't know. You know, I don't care. At least I get to be true to myself, and I get to live my life the way I like. And I'm okay. I wake up every morning with a smile on my face, saying, today, I get to see my beautiful wife. I get to spend time with cool people on the internet. I get to have fun stuff, and that's my life. I don't have to feel like, oh my God, Look at the people whose lives I've ruined today. I don't have to ignore my conscience every day to put out content to make a buck. You know what I mean? I don't have to do any of that shit. So maybe you could say you're on level 99, I'm on level 1. You know what? It's nice being on level 1. Level 1's a nice, fun place. Play Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at level 1 versus level 8. Level 1's a nice place, man. There's flowers, there's cool animals. I like being on level 1, maybe. Maybe that's what it is that I'm just in my groove at level 1. And I don't care about level 99, grinding away at a horrible life where everyone gets stomped under your feet so you can be on top of everyone. Maybe I just like level 1. It's a cool place, man. All right? So we'll be here forever. We'll all just be here nice and chill on level 1, having a good life. And you could be out there making mean tweets about people. Good for you. I hope that you have a nice life doing it. Leave my name out of your fucking mouth. Because I don't ever want to hear from you and your tweets from your little fucking Keebler elf tree making your fudge stripe cookies all day. I don't want anything to do with you ever again, or your lawn gnome existence. Just leave me alone, all right? I'm done with you. Oh, no, I hit below the belt. Yeah, you've insulted me a million times. You're short. Okay. All right. There you go.
But you can't even post snort or gout in this chat without getting banned.
I got it off my chest, and that's it. That's the end of my topic. I'm not going to talk about this guy ever again. I don't care if this fucking guy says anything about me ever again. I'm not going to be involved with him or his content or any business dealings with him. I want nothing to fucking do with this guy ever again. All right? I couldn't be further away from anything else with this guy ever again.
Great music choice.
All right? I got my below the belt hit in on him just like he's done with me a million times, so I got one in on him.
All right, we'll make sure to sorry goodbye. Gwen versus Gorgeous, but thank you for watching. See you next time. Again, I'm going to have the link down below. Advertise this guy's channel. It's a good channel. He's watched me. I've watched him. He's watched me play like Mortal Shell and shit. I've watched him play other games. Check him out, guys. It's pretty good. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.